did.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of EPL on
Class is in session, hitting the books on Pub Sports.
This is another exciting edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. Bang, bang! What's going on, guys? You're tuned to another edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. As always, I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts. We're to break down this week's huge Showtime pay-per-view card. Big-time main event here. We have David Benavidez taking on Caleb Plant. Danny, thoughts on this big-time bout? A lot of bad blood brewing. What are you thinking in this one?
I love it, man. I love this fight. This is I think it's underrated. I mean, I know a lot of people are talking about it, but like the people that don't watch boxing all like that are kind of not familiar with these names. They found out about Plant when he fought Canelo, and Benavidez is obviously coming up too. So, but this is legit. This is bad blood. Is legit, and it's not just the fighters. This is their core. You know, their trainers, their coaches. They hate each other. Like they gotta separate them every time they put them in the same room. It's like it's so much tension and shit. But I love this fight. Yeah, I agree. Evan solid ass card. There's a couple fights on the undercard that I'm looking at too, betting wise, but I keep you updated on my Twitter on that one. But Benavidez, man, he's 26-0. You got Plant 22-1, and obviously his only loss was against Canelo Alvarez. He got stopped in round 11. I'll start off with Plant, man. Plant's a good technical boxer, decent power. I mean, it's kind of sneaky in a way. Like he's more accurate. He kind of hurts you by being accurate, not just pure power, but decent footwork. For me, I don't want to say he's basic everywhere because he's not. He's pretty above average, I would say. He's got a good jab, good footwork, likes to box from the outside, can go inside once in a while and then go right back out. And that's how I see him starting off this fight. You know, he's going to establish the jab for sure early, and he needs to because Benavidez, this is at 168, and Benavidez is big, man. And he's actually got the longer reach than Plant. And the way, like I said, I think Plant tries to use the jab a lot in the first like 3-4 rounds, uses movement, try to keep him off him. But you know Benavidez, man, Mexican style. What I like about him, though, that's different, he's not as flat-footed in my opinion. I know we were talking about that a little bit backstage with him trying, you know, cut the ring off, which – it's kind of weird because I noticed too. I noticed what you were saying earlier, P. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if you could agree with me. But he shows that he could cut off the ring well, and then all of a sudden like he forgets. Like that's what I noticed a little bit.
Yeah.
But it depends who it is, though, in my opinion. And for me, Plant's gonna have a hard time anyways trying to cut off the ring. I mean, trying to avoid his power and getting, you know, smothered by Benavidez because he's not the quickest. Even though he's got good footwork, I don't think Plant is quick enough to like keep him guessing and, you know, pivot out to the left, pivot out to the right. And I know Benavidez is trying to take him out of there. He said under the 6 rounds. I'll be surprised if he does. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I think he does get KO here. I do like Benavidez here a lot. I think he's gonna show out in this fight. He looks in great shape. I don't know if you've seen him in the training videos and his recent pictures. The best shape of his life. I know a lot of fighters say that, but you know he was immature early in his career when he won the belt. He got popped for cocaine. He missed weight, so he lost the belts. But I think he's more mature, and this is like the perfect fight for him to like really come out party. He hates the guy. I mean, obviously, he's trying to make a statement here. And I always like doing this. I like thinking like I'm him. If I'm him, I'm trying to finish Plant before Canelo finished him at 11th round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was thinking like that with Tim Tszyu. I'm like, okay, you were supposed to fight Charlo. He got him out there, the same round there. You're trying to finish him in the 9th round or 10th. Make a statement. Hey, I finished them earlier than you did. And I think he does. And you know, one of my best favorite bets is 7th round to 12. It's not the biggest plus number, but it's like plus 145 at FanDuel. I think I found it on. And I think he gets him out in the 9th and 10th round, man. I think it's going to be too much pressure. And Plant, for me, he doesn't have enough power to back off Benavidez. Like he'll catch him here and there with some counter shots, but I think Benavidez is going to be too much. And he's got the quicker hands, in my opinion. His hand speed is ridiculous. And once yeah, it's crazy, right? He's so big. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. Like at 168 for him being so big, his hand speed is probably the quickest I've seen at 168. I don't know if you can name somebody else.
It's got like a looks. I don't want to go over the top here, but I was gonna say reminiscent of like a Roy Jones when he gets him in the corner. Just
How about quick as hell? Like for him being that big and he smells blood and you're hurt, it's curtains after that because he's gonna put you away, and I think he puts him away in the second half of this fight for sure.
Yeah, I pretty much am going to wholeheartedly agree with most of what you just said there. See Billy in the chat. What's going on, Billy? Razor. What's going on, Razor? Evan kind of maintained the same position you had. I think Benavidez will stop him quicker than Canelo. Benavidez hurts him to the body, then TKOs him between 8th to 10th round. And we got Jeff Slaughter in the chat. What is going on, Jeff? Current odds, mybookie.ag, our favorite book. As you guys know, enter that promo code PUBSPORTS. Get that 50% deposit bonus match, credit debit, 100% Bitcoin. Current odds, David Benavidez, reflexing the odds, minus 370. Caleb Plant, plus 250. Round props right there, over under 10.5 rounds. We like the under. Under's juiced, minus 150. Over plus 110. I kind of am really agreeing with you. So Plant is off a pretty sensational knockout, like a one punch, takes out Anthony Durrell, big highlight reel, post-fight, claims he wants the Canelo rematch. I'm going to knock out Canelo. I'll beat Canelo, yada, yada, yada.
You want the payday. You want the payday.
Yeah. Like Canelo's digging in the trash and Cinco de Mayo weekend. We'll get to that. He's going to kill Ryder. But, Benavidez, that's pretty much the big thing I saw when watching him was the hand speed. When he gets you in the corner, when he does cut the ring off, and he just unloads. And against Lemieux, pretty much every punch he threw against the guy hurt him, and he was, like, dead in round 1. I think he lasted round 3, I believe, and then got finished. But he's a big, big guy. He looks bigger than Plant. I'm sure he is. Right? Yeah, 6'2".
They got him at 6'2". I think he's a little bit taller, but he's 6'2", 77-inch reach to 74.
He just looks so big, imposing. When he cuts the ring off, when he gets off his punches, he looks very good. The one thing which I do agree with you is I think he'll be frustrated early on. I think Plant will try to jab him out, box him out, get him off him, and he has to move. If Caleb Plant does not move, Caleb Plant is donezo. That was you watched the Zoo Harrison fight. Harrison fought like an idiot. I don't know what he was doing that fight. He went to the corner, went against the ropes, and Zoo's just teeing off on him. I was like, this isn't the guy who I've watched. And Zoo got him out of there, very impressive fashion. But to me, Benavidez, I think he has the goods. I saw earlier today, Mike Tyson wants Benavidez to fight Canelo. I don't know if you saw that or heard about that.
Did you? I forgot to mention, you saw what Tyson did with Benavidez?
No, what did he do?
He gave him a new nickname, the Mexican Monster.
Okay.
I mean, coming from Tyson, bro, that's a lot.
This is so going off kind of what we were saying with the step up. I would say this: Plant is a lot better than Lemieux. Plant's a lot better than that Tyrone Davis. He's better than all those guys by quite a bit. So I wouldn't be opposed to what Evan just actually put in the chat. Benavidez live bet might be the way to go. I can see Plant picking up the first 2 to 3 rounds. And Plant. My thing with Plant was he one punch knocks out Durrell, but he was getting tagged a little bit by Durrell. He was getting hit, and Durrell's just not a power puncher, and he's an old man, so he wasn't, scared of that power coming in. If he gets hit like that by Benavidez, he's going to get hurt. He's got to move. He's got to use the ring. I wonder how big the ring is. If it's a smaller ring, Plant's donezo early. But if it's like one of those big rings that Mayweather used to like to fight in, we could use his movement, jab away. It might be a slightly more competitive fight. But yeah, I'd like where you're going with. I'll probably just play Benavidez KO.
Yeah.
Kind of what you echoed earlier. FanDuel does have actually currently the best line, -130. Benavidez by KO. So if you like the under, you're paying -150 for under 10.5. You're getting Benavidez KO under that, and then you get an extra 2 rounds, a round and a half for it to get done. So yeah, I like Benavidez here. I like Benavidez to knock out Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant is good. I just think Benavidez, for all intents and purposes that I've seen, is the goods. And I do like David Benavidez to knock out Caleb Plant. Speaking of the undercard, I saw Evan brought up Cody Crowley.
Mhm.
Anything you've seen yet on the undercard you like, Danny?
He's one of them. I'm gonna see what his decision prop is. I like him, man. I think he gets it done pretty easily. He's got a nice right hand. That's the only thing I'm scared of because he doesn't have a lot of knockouts, but I mean he catches people with a nice right hand, and he is the guy he's fighting is tough. I mean, I think he's Mexican, so I don't think he's been knocked out. So I was in decision. But Stingham, yeah, he said Barcelona is the PR, is the birthplace of the Puerto Rican's first champion. That's true. I was just there. That's where my wife's family is from. So that's why I always think when I'm over there, man. And shout out to Evan. Evan said Benavidez hurts him in the body, then TKOs him in the 8th or 10th. That's exactly how I see it, man.
Yeah, then we have our favorite fighter on the undercard, Mr. Chris Colbert.
I don't even want to talk about that, bro. Shout out to Razor. What up, bro? But yeah, that one I would just say I goes the distance, but that 2 bets that pissed me off. I let the Garcia one slip away, and then the other one was the Dominican guy I was telling you about, De Los Santos, that knocked him Venezuela out in his ass fight. That was like plus 1,000. I knew that line was crazy. I didn't even bet it.
Yeah. No, Chris Colbert's like permanently dead to us, and hopefully he gets knocked out or hurt again because he is not the goods. So I guess that's pretty much it. Can sort of wrap this up. Just like I said, the one fight. Danny, your best bet for the card?
I mean, all the bets we've been talking about, I think they all cash, honestly. But like I said, I like my favorite one is plus 145, 7th round to 12th round for Benavidez knockout. I think the under is good. I think the KO prop for Benavidez is good. And hopefully we catch another one this weekend.
Yeah, I agree. I like the 7 through 12 as well, but I'll play it a little slightly more safe. I'll take Benavidez by KO. As we have scrolling at the bottom of the screen right here, guys, if you could or feel so inclined, join the Weeby Pub and membership, $4.99 a month. Helps out the company a lot. If you are in the San Antonio area, a lot of us will be down in San Antonio, Texas, Pubapalooza 2 or 2023 going down this weekend. UFC San Antonio, I'm sure Danny's going to be on the call this weekend. I will likely be attending the fight. UFC San Antonio is this weekend. We're going to get a good group of us to go down, film some content for that. Hint, hint, Corey Sanhagen is who I am riding with in the main event.
Oh, I mean, we might be in opposite sides on that one.
Yeah, I'm worried if he gets hurt like late, but I like Sanhagen. Andrew G in agreement with us. David Benavidez by stoppage. And that should do it for us this week. Next week, I believe I was going to say Shakur Stevenson. I'm not certain, but I know he fights soon.
I think we got Robisi Ramirez fighting. I think Shakur is the 8th. April, from this weekend on, it's boxing galore, man. To Cinco de Mayo when Canelo fights. All April, we got a ton of good fights.
The big one in a month.
Yeah,
the big ones in a month. Yeah,
there's a lot of good boxing coming up.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, Anthony Joshua, good call.
Yep,
Evan.
AJ. Yep.
He does return, and he will knock out that bum. I can tell you that he will get it.
Upset? Maybe.
Yeah, that's there's
There's one. I'm not gonna say it, but when we get to that breakdown, there's one thing that I love that AJ did that really swayed me on that. So
for the upcoming fight.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we will join us next week where we will likely talk about the Anthony Joshua fight and any other bouts. That should do it for us, guys. As the thing says in the corner there, hit that like button, subscribe, drop your prediction down below. I know a lot of the guys in our chat here, sharpest guys in the world, like in Benavidez. If you're against us, drop it down below in the comment section. Let us know, and we will see you guys next week. This was another exciting edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. We'll see you guys.
Plants getting buried.